debate how much difference it's going to make. Good morning, everybody. It's 6:30 right now on this Thursday, February 13th. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. I was too short to make it the first way around anyway, so it doesn't matter. Several train issues. Speaking of subways, Adele will get to that in a bit. Maria LaRosa looking at the weather.
I've got a bad knee.
Yeah, you know, it's a lot of work. We're not doing that. We're going to pay our fare.
All right, but everyone take it slow. No fancy tricks out there today. We have the damp roadways, as you can see, but moving, so that's some good news. We do still have the potential for a little bit of iciness. So I want to start there with the winter weather advisories that are still up because of it. Maybe some freezing rain from northwest New Jersey, parts of the Hudson Valley, and into northern Connecticut, and seeing a little bit of that potential on our radar. So the pink corresponding to where temperatures are close to or below freezing, and it may be adding to a little glaze on some of that fresh snow or your front steps. Poughkeepsie, Monticello, kind of in that zone, Middletown as well. But from White Plains, the city, Islip, Bridgeport, mid and upper 30s right now, so it's light rain and drizzle, and it is having an impact on visibility, especially across Ocean County off towards southeastern Pennsylvania, so something to keep in mind as well. Here's the good news. The next few hours, it starts to improve. So the drizzle, the rain wraps up. So hang on to the clouds through lunchtime, but temperatures still going up, so it'll be about 44 degrees at 3 o'clock. At that point, some sun breaking out, and as you can see, clear and dry with temperatures dropping heading into the overnight. All right, coming up on 6:31 right now, it has made things really slow out there, Adele.
Yeah, slow to say the least. It's not going to be easy getting around. Give yourself lots of extra time. Be careful out there. Heading below ground, though, just as hard here. We've got a lot of delays and service changes, so double check your line before you head out onto the platform. And again, tack on a few extra minutes to that commute. Route 107 both ways completely shut down here from Fruit Lodge Road out to Wheatley Road. This is because of a downed pole, so avoid the area through there. Whitestone Expressway northbound, this crash is clearing out over by 14th Avenue, but expect to see delays. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you very much. 6:31 now, developing now. The Trump administration is taking aim at New York State's immigration policy as the Department of Justice files charges against the state, Governor Hochul, and other top officials. Today, New York's Romney Smith in our newsroom. 38 right now, Maria LaRosa with the school day forecast.
Yeah, it's one of those days where you will want the wet weather gear for this morning. It's a lot of mist and drizzle and some showers out there for the kids at the bus stop. Lunchtime, though, a little warmer, grayer skies, but by the time they finish up the day, a little sun breaking out. But I'll tell you, there'll be some cold mornings next week at the bus stop. We'll talk about that, and of course, in between, a big wintry system for the weekend in the 10-day.
Thanks so much. Still ahead of Matthew.
Happy looking at that. If you are heading out to the rails, your 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 EFM and R trains. We've got delays and service changes coming up in a few minutes. We've got some slowdowns on the roadways too. Let's take a peek out there right now onto the inbound approach to the Holland Tunnel. Darlene, Michael.
And you can now watch Today in New York at 7 a.m. Live local news continues wherever you stream News 4. We'll be back.
See how winded and exhausted that deer was from that being in that cold water.
I know that circle of ice around her just made it tough to get out. Oh my goodness. And we want to make sure the kids are safe as well. It's that time of year. As always, it's very tempting to go out and play on the ice, but it's just not reliable, especially when you have a temperature forecast like this and what we've had to the ups and the downs. So today we're on the upswing. Tomorrow and into Saturday, definitely chilly with that next system moving in. A brief surge of relative warmth here on Sunday, but you can see where we're headed on Monday. Nothing has changed in our thinking that Arctic blast is definitely coming our way. So today, 36 degrees. That's what we have out there now. A bit of a wind chill, and you can see just how damp it is out there. Not very pleasant, but the good news is the damp weather is going to start to ease over the next few hours. Just a heads up, especially north of the city, from Orange County, Putnam County, north and west, we're looking at still temperatures close to or slightly below freezing. So any untreated surface may be getting a little glaze out there this morning. So definitely be careful. But as you can see, mostly green through 9, 10 a.m., really starting to dry out. By lunchtime, most areas should be dry. And in fact, by early afternoon, some sun breaking out when temperatures in the 40s, not too bad. All right, we have a system headed our way that is just chock full of moisture. If you just look at everything, ice, snow, and the rainfall, about 1 to 2 inches liquid equivalent, but we don't expect it to be all rain. In fact, starting off as snow. So kind of tackling it that first right now, kind of expect it from the city north on the order of about 1 to 3 inches of snowfall. There's potential to see more to the north and west. This map will change the next few days, so stay dialed in. One thing we're definitely concerned about, the icing in the Hudson Valley too. So this is definitely a complicated system that begins begins Saturday afternoon and then transitions over to rainfall. Sunday looks like a mess with rain from start to finish here pretty much. And then that cold air begins to settle in. Temperatures really take a drop. So today, we will see improving conditions, 45 degrees and then dry. Clear skies overnight. We get back down below freezing and the winds pick up. So tomorrow, Valentine's Day, while dry and bright, will be chilly. There's our weekend system. And then Monday and really through the rest of next week, we are in the throes of February chill at or below freezing for high temperatures. And we'll keep an eye on that next time frame late in the week for another wintry system. All right, 6:46 now. Adele, what's going on?
We've got a lot going on. And of course, those slick and slippery roadways are just going to complicate things even more. So give yourself lots of extra time out there. First up, BQE westbound right by the Kosciuszko Bridge. We've got a stalled car here taking out the lane. Delays are already back to Northern Boulevard. Heading a little further east, Route 107 both ways remain shut down because of a down pole from Fruitledge Road out to Wheatley Road. So of course you are going to want to avoid the area through there. As you make your way further north, New York State Thruway northbound by 7A, the Sawmill, you've got a car fire that's blocking a lane. Expect to see slowdowns both ways through the area. And heading out to the George Washington Bridge, you can see visibility is low. Expect to see about 30-minute delays coming in from both approaches. And as a reminder, 80 eastbound remains shut down by exit 34 because of that sinkhole. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
All right, Adele, thanks so much. It's 6:47 now. Festive displays, colorful lights, not just limited to Christmas.
No, a Brooklyn man is getting into the holiday spirit with extravagant decorations on his Bay Ridge home. Today, New York Side of Siegel shows us how he finds a reason to celebrate year-round. Everybody, thank you for streaming with us. It is Thursday, February 13th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Adelle Caballero tracking several commuter alerts on this Thursday. Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa here with the forecast. That was the Governor Cuomo bridge there.
I know.
Maria, you could barely see.
I know. It's misty. It's drizzly. It's still chilly, but temperatures in most spots are above freezing. So that's always a good place to start as you're trying to get your day underway. But with those low cloudiness, for the next several hours, we could see some travel disruption. But you can see it's a big system. That front all the way down across the southeast. We're still kind of in the soupy mix, but we're starting to see that ease up a little bit. And in fact, those temperatures anywhere from 5 to almost 10 degrees warmer than we were this time yesterday. And we'll continue to add to that as the day goes on. So the first half of the day, chilly and kind of gray and misty. Second half, a little bit brighter. In fact, by 3 p.m., 44 degrees with some sun breaking out. And we'll look at clear skies, nice and dry, but definitely chilly. And that wind starts to pick up. So temperatures falling through the upper 20s and low 30s by tomorrow morning. All right. It has definitely been a slow go of it this morning. Adele, what's the latest?
Yeah, definitely a slow go. Again, it's going to be tough navigating around this morning. So just keep that in mind as you plan your day ahead. If you are heading on to 80, just as a reminder here, eastbound side remains completely shut down until further notice right by exit 34 because of that sinkhole. You've got major backups through the area. 46 and 10 would be your way around it, but expect to see heavy delays through there as well as on 15 southbound heading into 80. Routes 1 and 9 long-term construction has begun. Exit 3 out to the Lincoln Tunnel. Expect to see a lane shift. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thanks so much. Maria LaRosa on this Thursday. What's happening?
Yeah, messy out there right now. Still the low clouds, the drizzle, and temperatures in the 30s from Bridgewater, Elizabeth to New Rochelle and Stamford. But you can see where we're headed by 5 p.m. Mid-40s and some sunshine, but winds start to kick in. So it's going to be a chilly one tomorrow. And you can see by Sunday another surge of relative warmth. Some of us getting closer to 60 degrees. That and the Arctic chill behind it, all in the 10-day forecast.
Maria, thank you so much. Still to come. New York City Radio.
To the rails right now, we do have lots of delays and service changes. 2, 3, 4, 5 EFM and R trains coming up in a few minutes, though. We're going to let you know what's going to slow you down on the roads. Let's take a peek out there right now onto the LIE over by the Grand Central Parkway. You're watching Today, New York.